So, hi everyone. My name is Luis, and I'm one of the reporters for Rhythmic Fundamentals. So to start with, we have rhythm. Rhythm signifies the beat or count or value and the pulse of the music. It is the way that music is systematically divided into beats that repeat a specific number of times within a bar to collectively understood speed or tempo. By definition, in music, rhythm is the timing and pattern of a collection of sounds. However, also has another definition. So, rhythm is a term which denotes an aspect of quality of movement that is sometimes thought of as dance. When an individual moves in response to a particular rhythm or music, we call the movements as rhythmic movements or rhythms. Structured forms which start creative rhythmic movements are called also rhythms. So the next one is the rhythmic activities. The rhythmic activities are the physical manifestations of the mental and emotional response of the individual to rhythm. They are activities which a child responds to physically, socially, and mentally to regular patterns of sound. They are these are civic activities are also a source of enjoyment for people of all ages. Through these activities, skills and the sense of rhythm are acquired and developed. Feelings are expressed, basic principles of time, space, and force can also be experienced. So these rhythmic activities include any kind of activity that is based on or upon a steady and prominent beat. Rhythmic activities include body movement, drumming, playing musical instruments, singing, chanting, and dancing, and many, many more. So the next one will be reported by another member of my group. Thank you.
So now let's proceed to the elements of rhythm. So elements of rhythm have six elements. So the first one is the beat. So beat is the underlying pulse of a rhythm. So it is also the pulse of the music in terms of how fast or slow it flows by. So there are measured in beats per minute. So 60 beats per minute is equals to 1 beat per second. A song at 60 beats per minute would be considered as slow. So 100 beats per minute is equals to 2 beats per second. It is called a medium speed. So 240 BPM or beats per second is equals to 4 beats per second. So this song considered a very fast. So next, let's proceed to the second element, which is the beat. So beat in music, a vertical line across a staff dividing into equal measure of time. So the third element is the tempo. So tempo is the rate of speed of a movement. So it is also a frequency with which the same type of handoff occurs between one group and another. For example of this is the between the architecture team and the product development engineers. So the more predictable the timing of each handoff becomes, the easier each transition is to manage. So some organizations have different intervals for major releases, minor releases, and bug fixes. So build and smoke test is one of the example of this notion of a tempo.
Is count. Counting is a method used by musicians and dancers to keep track of the beats within a measure. It helps ensure that everyone stays in sync with the rhythm. So for example, musicians may count 1, 2, 3, 4 for a 4/4 time signature. So a measure is a specific group of beats within a musical composition. The number of beats is a measure is determined by the time signature. A measures help structure the music and provide a sense of rhythm. So for example, 4/4 time signature which counted as 1, 2, 3, 4, like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. So next is step pattern. In dance, a step pattern refers to a sequence of steps or movements that a dancer performs in the time with the music. The step pattern is choreographed and can vary widely depending on the style of dance. So example of step pattern are waltz step pattern, include ballroom dance, breakdance step pattern like hip hop and many more. So and last is measure signature, also known as time signature. The time signature is a notation at the beginning of a musical piece that indicates the number of beats in a measure and the type of note that received one beat. For example, 4/4 means there are 4 beats in a measure, and a quarter note receives one beat. The time signature is crucial for understanding the rhythm and timing of a composition. So these elements work together to create the rhythmic structure of music and dance, ensuring that performers and musicians stay synchronized and maintain the desired tempo and feel of the piece.
Elements of space. So first is direction. Direction is the line of movement taken which may be forward, backward, sideward, diagonal, upward, or a combination of those mentioned. Movement experiences walk in place, forward, backward, sideward, walk turning around, walk with changes in direction from forward to backward, sideward, and turning around while continuing in the same direction. Or run in place, forward, backward, run facing forward to backward while continuing in the same direction. Jump turning around, jump with half and full turns while in air. Hop forward, backward, sideward, hop turning around. Number 2 is level. Level is a movement through space that may be done at a high, low, or medium level. Movement experiences walk on tiptoe with knees half bent, fully bent. Run crouching low, run with greater elevation from floor, jump with knees fully bent or knees half bent. Number 3 is range. Range refers to the area covered as the body moves. It may be small as when the movement is done once place, or large when movement covers a wide area as when getting away from one's place. Movement experiences walk with steps shorter than natural, walk with steps larger than natural, run with steps shorter than natural, run with steps larger than natural.
Floor pattern is the path or design on floor that is made while moving in space is what is termed as floor pattern. It may take a form of square, circle, straight line, or zigzag. In the context of the elements of space, a floor pattern refers to the design or arrangement of elements on the floor within a given space. The elements of space are one of the fundamental principles of design, and they include line, shape, form, color, texture, pattern, and space. The floor pattern, along with other elements of space, plays a crucial role in defining the overall ambience and character of a room or space. It can contribute to the visual harmony and balance within the design, as well as influence the perceived size and scale of the area. Movement qualities. It is a movement expression is attained through the elements of time, force, and space. So, movement qualities, also known as movement characteristic or movement dynamics, are descriptive terms used to identify and understand the qualities or attributes of movement. These qualities help us analyze and communicate different aspects of movement, such as speed, energy, flow, and style. These movement qualities are not mutually exclusive and can often be combined or varied to create a wide range of expressive and dynamic movements. They are used in varied fields including dance, theater, sports, and physical education to describe, analyze, and create movement sequences. One qualities of movement qualities is time qualities. So it states here that
It is the movement which is fast or is slow. So time qualities, also known as time characteristics or time dynamics, refers to the different ways in which time is experienced or expressed in movement. They describe the temporal aspects of movement and help convey specific qualities, rhythms, or intentions. These time qualities are essential in various performing arts disciplines such as dance, theater, music, and even sports. They contribute to the expressive, rhythmic, and dynamic aspect of movement, allowing performers to communicate specific intention and engage in the audience in a temporal experience.
So the next one is the force qualities. So it refers on the various attributes and characteristics of forces generated by the human body during physical activities. So there are four primary force qualities in movements. So the first one is the soft light movement, the strong heavy movement, the strong jerky movement, and the smooth sustained movement. So these qualities are critical for evaluating and enhancing athletic performances and overall physical fitness. And the last one is the space qualities. So it refers on how an individual moves or interact with a given physical space. So there are also four space qualities in movement. So the first one is the movement up and down. The second one is the movement across back and forth or ground. And the third one is the movement which is low. And the last one is the movement which is high.